have the Jets winning.
What?
I'm fully 100%.
Season.
This is the worst plan.
Hello everybody, welcome to the lunch table. Today we're going to be doing our... As we were choking on water, we're going to be doing our 2023-2024 season award predictions and very, very early playoff predictions. So, yeah, should be a good one. Make sure to check out our season predictions, our NFC and AFC season predictions. Those are good ones, so make sure to check those out. Yeah, we'll start off with obviously the wild card round. Who wants to start us off with their wild card
You want
round?
AFC or NFC first?
AFC, baby.
Yeah,
AFC, I can go first.
All right, Joel.
So the way mine played out, I had the Bengals at 1, Chiefs 2, Jets 3, Jags 4, Bills 5, Ravens 6, and Broncos 7. So the 4-5, I had Jags Bills. I had the Bills winning that one. I think that'll be a very competitive game if that were to happen. But I think overall that the Bills are going to come out on top of this one and just overall advance to play Kansas City. With that in mind, they advance probably to play the Bengals. Next game was Ravens versus the Jets, and I have the Jets winning with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, and finally getting that quarterback with a competent, amazing defense and amazing supporting cast that he has at New York. I think the Jets team takes care of the Ravens, although it could be a close game. I just feel the Jets are going to take care of that one. And then I got the AFC West matchup between the Chiefs and the Broncos, and I cannot pick against Mahomes in this one. Against Russ, I'm going with...
Plus, the Chiefs own the Broncos.
Yeah, they do. It's not even an exaggeration. Chiefs over the Broncos.
So my AFC lineup like this: I had Kansas City 1, the Jets 2, Cincinnati 3, Jacksonville 4, Chargers 5, Buffalo 6, Baltimore 7. So 4-5, I have the Jags against the Chargers again. I think the Jags win again.
Sorry, Chargers fans.
Sorry, Chargers fans. I think after this, Brandon Staley will finally get fired. I think
I would hope so.
3 strikes and you're out of here.
I
would
would
have fired him after
figure.
last season.
I would have fired him after last season too. I'm shocked you didn't. I think this is the final straw. I think they fire him after this year, and then the Chargers really start to look scary if they hire a competent head coach. And then I've got Bengals-Bills. This is a 3-6 matchup. I'm going to take the Bengals here. I just think they're a better matchup to the Bills. The Bills can't really run the football. They don't have a good O-line, and their defense is they bend but don't break, and that's kind of what you need against quarterbacks like Josh Allen. And then I have Jets-Ravens as well. I also have the Jets over the Ravens. I think just the Jets are a better team.
Yes.
Yeah. So my matchups are going to be the Jets and Bengals, and then the Chiefs and Jaguars.
All right. I have the Chiefs with my 1 seed, the Bengals at 2, Bills at 3, Jags at 4, Jets at 5, Chargers at 6, and Ravens at 7. So 4-5 matchup, Jags-Jets. I have the Jets winning that one. Like I said, I love this Jets team. I think they're going to go far. Bills-Chargers. I got the Bills winning this one. They're just a better team. Josh Allen, I think, is going to play pretty well. Plus, it's in Buffalo, which is always hard to play with in those winter months. Then you got the Bengals and the Ravens, rematch of last year's wild card round, and I got the Bengals winning it once again.
Okay. All right. So.
Oh, wait, let me do my next round matchup. Sorry. Next round, I got Bengals, Bills, Chiefs, Jets.
Okay. So, the way it worked out for me, I got the Bengals at the 1 seed from 14-3. 2, I've got the Chiefs, and they will be playing the 7-seeded Chargers. And then, as the 3 seed, I have the Jags, and they will be playing the 6-seeded Dolphins. And then I've got the 4-seeded Jets playing the 5-seeded Bills. And I'll start with the Jets and the Bills. I'm going to take the Jets in this game. I think the Jets are going to beat the Bills. I think they're just a better top and bottom team than the Bills. So my next matchup, I have the Chiefs and the Chargers. The Chiefs own the division. Chiefs win it. And then we got the Jags and the Dolphins, in which case I'm taking the Jags. So I've got, in the divisional round, I've got the Bengals versus the Jets and the Chiefs versus the Jags again. So the exact same as last year, except for one team. Unfortunately.
Okay, so back to me then. So I have Jets versus Chiefs, and then the Bills versus the Bengals. Bills versus Bengals. I know Bills fans will want me to take the Bills here, and I kind of considered it, but I'm going to go Bengals taking that one. Then the big one, Jets versus Chiefs. I actually have
Heck
the
of a
Jets.
game.
I have the Jets
Really?
taking it.
I've thought about that.
Wow.
I have the Jets taking
like
it.
it.
I love it.
I like it.
I just think it's. We've talked about it so much already. It's just the fact that this team is. Aaron Rodgers completes this team, and don't get me wrong, that's gonna be one of the best games of the year, probably the best game of the year, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. I think it's gonna be like a 27-24 Jets come out on top type game. So I have the Jets versus Bengals in my AFC Championship.
All right.
I like it.
My first matchup is the Jets at home against the Bengals. And a lot of these Jets players, outside of Aaron Rodgers, haven't really been here before. Like, they're playing a Ravens team. They're just a better team. They're going to get through that. But I'm shocked I'm saying this, but it's become kind of a custom for the Bengals to be in these high-pressure games. And for that reason...
Did somebody say who day?
For that reason, I will be taking the Bengals in that matchup. I think the Bengals, they went to Buffalo, silenced the raucous crowd.
Which you thought wouldn't happen,
I
so
did
you
think-
sucked
I
that.
thought there was no way they were going to beat them with DeMar Hamlin.
You put
coming
that
back.
in your pipe and smoke it.
I did have to put that in my pipe and smoke it. Last year was kind of like the realization that this Bengals team is here to stay. And I think they go into the Jets, a bit of an inexperienced Jets team outside of Aaron Rodgers. A really good one, but at least this season, I think experience will wow. And then I have the Jags at the Chiefs. I have no reason
This is an egregious
for this
game.
at all. This is my upset of the playoffs. You talk about a man writing a legacy. Trevor Lawrence is going to go into Arrowhead and lead one of the games of his young career, and he's going to go into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs. So my AFC Championship game is Jags-Bengals
I'm in love with that.
at Cincinnati.
At Cincinnati.
Oh, dude, the AFC Championship game at Paul Brown would be so. Or
Paycor.
Paycor would be so.
It's Paul Brown to me.
It's still Paul Brown.
All right. I
Somebody
got
said that the other day.
Bills,
It was Jimmy
Bengals. Bills, Bengals. I got the Bengals winning this one. I think they take care of business just like they did last year. And then I got Chiefs, Jets, and I'm riding the train with Joel. I got the Jets pulling off the upset.
Someone has to pick
Someone
the
has to
Chiefs.
pick the
Someone
Chiefs,
has
right?
to.
I thought you were going to pick the Chiefs.
No.
So
I
I,
definitely thought you were going to pick the Chiefs.
So
'cause
I-
you wait and see what I got.
so I switched. Do you not have the
no.
Chiefs?
There's no way none of us have Kansas City going to the
yeah.
conference
No.
final game.
But yeah, I don't know. Just the Jets, man. Aaron Rodgers completes this team. They got Nathaniel Hackett, his old OC.
Oh.
I think Garrett Wilson.
No, he's a
is
good
going
offensive coordinator.
to put himself into the upper tier of wide receivers, and I just think that, I mean, yes, you have Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are just unstoppable, but I just think the Jets' firepower, with fully healthy, is going to outman that defense. So, I got the Jets, but it's going to be a very close game.
So you have the
Bengals and the Jets in the AFC Championship. Never thought I would say that.
What
No.
an interesting
That's
AFC
interesting.
championship.
I-
Well, the
I
Bengals,
have
it's
Bengals Jags. You would have said that 4 years ago.
Go ahead.
We would have
Zach.
said any of these.
So I have the Bengals versus the Jets in the divisional round, and then the Chiefs and the Jags. So we'll start out with the Bengals and the Jets. I think for the same reasons you said, I think the Bengals have been here before, and I think that, I mean, it might be bold to say, but I think from top to bottom, I think they're still a better team. So I'm going with Burrow and the Bengals. They're taking care of business and heading back to their third straight AFC championship, which is, like you said, becoming a custom.
It has become a
Indeed
bit of a
custom.
normal thing. I hate saying that.
The third straight AFC championship. All three of Joe Burrow's full seasons. All three of Joe Burrow's full healthy seasons in the NFL, he has led his team to the AFC championship. So, and then we got the Chiefs and the Jags, and
You have to pick Kansas. You have to.
no, listen. I was hoping that I would be able to go before you, because I'm going the same thing you did. I have the Jags. I have the Jags upsetting the Chiefs. I am extremely high on the Jags this year.
Anything.
We're gonna look back at this like
What are we doing?
week 18, and it's gonna be the Chiefs like 14-3 or whatever. In their place.
I am.
And they're going to win the Super Bowl again.
I am extremely. They probably will.
This
They
is
probably
why
will.
this is way too early playoff.
Yeah. I am extremely high on the Jags and Trevor Lawrence, and I think
This is for content.
This is for content.
I genuinely would not be shocked if this is how it played out. I really wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. That's
Like
why I have it.
I 100% could see this happening. The Jags almost beat them last year.
To make it more credible.
What?
Should I switch mine to the Chiefs? To
No, you already said what you
Yeah,
had.
you already said what you had.
No, I got.
I had the Chiefs originally, but then when he said that, I was like, oh, I didn't think of that. And I switched it.
But no, so I got.
Thinking you were going to take the Chiefs and you were going to take the Chiefs.
No, but I got the Jags here.
Nobody took the Chiefs.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to get it done. He almost did it last year at Arrowhead, so I think this is the year he's going to do it. He's got a better team. I think they're going to be. I think the Jags are going to be really good this year, and I think they're going to. I think that they will finally dethrone Mahomes and keep him out of the
Godzilla
AFC
1.0.
Championship. I think that they will finally do it.
We're either
So I've got the Bengals and the Jags in the AFC
We are
Championship
either prophets
at Paycor.
or just
actual morons.
or just
We are either what?
We are
Prophets
either
or
prophets or morons.
we either they were speaking it to existence.
I got
now.
the Bengals and
The
the-
Chiefs will not make the AFC.
So do you two have Bengals Jets?
and you
And
two
we
guys-
have Bengals Jags.
Yeah.
Bengals, Jags at Paycor, AFC Championship in the freaking jungle.
Bengals, Jets at Paycor.
Welcome to the jungle, baby.
And I have the Jets winning.
What? What? Dude, that's bad. That's really bad.
I don't want to hear
That's really bad.
None of us have the Chiefs. I don't want to hear it.
Oh,
I'm going with the Jets.
That's really bad.
Okay.
All three of them were at match point.
I'm going with the Jets.
Dude, that's bad.
Be different.
Woo!
With Aaron Rodgers, first season.
This is the worst playoff.
You may as well have some fun with it.
Oh, man.
Because I know
But I genuinely think that could happen. That's not going to happen.
If I think the Jags could beat the Chiefs, the Jets could absolutely beat the Bengals.
I fully believe the Jets. They almost did it last year.
Then why are you reacting the way you are?
Because that's bad.
You just proved my point.
What are you talking about?
You just proved my point. You literally just got done saying that the Jets almost beat the Bengals last year.
No,
he said
I
that-
said
he
the
meant the
Jags
Jags
almost
beat
beat
the
the Chiefs last year.
That's why I was
picked
like,
the
if
Chiefs.
the Jags can go into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs, the Jets can absolutely beat the Bengals at Paycor.
And I said no. The Jags almost did it last year to the Chiefs. That's why I said. And
Then
Oh,
what
that's
makes
so
what
funny.
makes you think that the Jets can't go into Paycor and do it?
I don't think they're going to do that. I do not
Hey,
think.
put
the
your
Jets are that
bias
good.
aside.
I'm a Chargers fan right now. Herbert is better than Burrow. I love the Chargers. The Jets aren't beating the Bengals in the jungle. It's not happening.
the Jets winning, going to the Super Bowl, behind Aaron Rodgers having an unreal season. Nick, you're up.
All right, guys. If you didn't know, we are currently living in Bizarro world. Everything's accurate, so we don't mean any of this. This is
You're gonna clip that, me saying that Herbert's better than Burrow now. You're gonna clip that.
You have to do that. Please do that.
Zach's had a complete change of heart.
I am setting all bias.
he said the Bengals were going to lose the Super Bowl. We were, what? And then just lost all sense.
all bias completely aside. As I said, I'm a Chargers fan now. I don't even care about the Bengals now. The Jets are not beating the Bengals in the jungle and the AFC Championship. They aren't doing it. I don't care.
If I just okay, I need you to tell me this right now. I need you to tell me this honestly right now. Why didn't you react the way you did for that when I had the Jets going into Arrowhead?
Yeah, that's more far-fetched than the Jets going into Paycor.
What?
Because I knew I had the Jags beating the Chiefs in the same round, so I was like, okay, whatever.
What difference does it make?
What do you mean?
What difference does it make? I literally...
The Bengals are better from top to bottom than the Chiefs are. As a football team, they are better than the Chiefs.
I mean,
You have the best player on the freaking face of the earth with Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
That means they're an instant contender no matter what.
Yeah, they're a contender.
And Arrowhead is one of the hardest places
The
to
Bengals
play.
did it.
He's not wrong about that.
I get that, but
Yes!
but what difference does it
I'm
make?
fully on your side.
But what difference does it make?
Yeah, I don't know why that's so, like...
This is
No,
fine.
dude. No, dude.
Dude,
that ain't happening.
That
man.
reaction is the best thing I've seen on this podcast ever.
so
That is
funny.
better than you reacting to Lucas's.
Because I was like in genuine.
Dude,
I
my
was
face is red right now.
I was in wholehearted, genuine shock that you said that.
Why?
I
don't
was.
get why.
I
It
was.
was a good reaction.
Oh my
The
god.
last one, he was like, "It's all about the stats, Nick."
Oh, yeah, when I brought Tyreek Hill's stats, he like lost his mind about it not being all about the
It's microphone. It fell down.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't...
How that is so far fetched for you. If
Alright, we moving on now?
move on, because I'd
Alright.
love to see your reaction
Alright.
to what Nick's about to say.
Alright, so...
Jags win.
Jags at Bengals. Paycor, Peyton Manning 2.0
Do it, Nick.
versus
Don't.
Peyton Manning 2.0 versus Tom Brady 2.0. You know I can't in good conscience pick the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl.
You're not gonna do this.
No,
No.
I am. I'm fully 100%. You did not do
You did not pick the Jags.
I absolutely wholeheartedly believe that's the thing that could happen.
Did you not just listen to what he said at the taco joint?
Yeah, did you not believe me?
No!
Why?
Why would you pick the Jags to go to the Super Bowl?
Listen.
Why would anybody have picked the Bengals 3 years ago to go to the Super
Okay,
Bowl?
honestly though, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Sorry.
I believe that more than I believe the Jets beating the Bengals.
Why?
I do. I think the Jags
No,
will
no,
beat the Bengals.
listen to my reasoning. Listen to my reasoning, okay? I'm looking at all the teams in the conference, right? The Jets haven't really been here before. The Bills are like, they have a lot of holes.
Okay.
The Ravens are iffy. The Chargers can't stay healthy. The Bengals, I can't in good conscience pick them to go to the Super Bowl.
Why?
Because then their whole team's going to get injured and they're going to go like 5-12, and you don't want that, do you?
Yeah, pick the
He's doing
Jags.
reverse-
Pick the
he's doing
Jags.
reverse
Pick the
psychology.
Jags.
And then I didn't pick the Chiefs. I do think the Chiefs are beatable because they don't have a receiving core. The Jags remind me a lot of the way the Colts were after Andrew Luck's final year. Where it was like they had a great young core and an absolute stud at quarterback. Okay?
Yes.
And I genuinely think that Trevor Lawrence is that good. Like, I think he could make...
He's not better than Joe Burrow.
But
he is
I
good.
didn't say that. I think they could have a Bengals-esque type run. Where everyone kind of overlooks them in the regular season because of the division they play in.
Yeah.
But then they come to the playoffs, and Doug Peterson's a Super Bowl winning head coach.
Yeah.
Zach Taylor hasn't done that, but Doug Peterson he's a Super Bowl winning head coach. He knows what he's doing.
Okay, and I agree with all that. I do agree with like the Jags being like a Bengals-esque run. I just don't know if I see them beating the Bengals.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be a heck of a game.
You talk about writing a legacy.
This
Your
will be,
first
this
real
will be a
test.
legacy game for I think both players.
Yeah, in a game where Patrick Mahomes is finally not in an AFC Championship game, one of these two guys has a chance to get a notch up on the other in probably the biggest game of both their careers so far.
Yeah, I mean Patrick Mahomes is not in the picture right now.
If this
Joe
plays out-
Burrow has a chance to write a historical season for the Bengals, and I mean,
I'm putting
Burrow has a chance to write a historical season
Yeah.
for the Bengals, and he has a chance to, like you said, he has a chance to kind of chip away at that
I am putting
gap between him and Mahomes.
all my bias aside right now because
Yeah.
I do truly think the Bengals could win the entire thing.
Yeah,
I don't think that hype is crazy at all
don't
after
either.
last season.
yeah.
I don't either.
But in a conference that's so fine margin,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna depend on which quarterback can play better
And you just
in
think
that
Trevor
game.
Lawrence is
And I
gonna
think
do it.
on that day, I could very well see Trevor Lawrence playing better than Joe Burrow. That's just
I think honestly, I think it's a flip of the coin between
Yeah,
the two
it's-
of them.
it's tough.
At this moment in time, right now, without seeing any game, I think it's a flip of the coin between Mahomes or
they're gonna
Mahomes
play
and
the
Burrow
regular
and Lawrence.
season in Jacksonville.
They do.
So we're gonna get a
On a
better
Monday
idea.
night game.
Yeah, we're gonna get a better idea of how those two teams stack up.
But I'm good. Like, I mean, I don't hate what you said. I don't disagree with it, but I don't know. Like, I just see Trevor Lawrence. Like, this is a historical game for Lawrence too. Like, he takes down Mahomes, takes down if this
That's a
happens,
legacy
if
right
this
there.
if this happens. Takes down Mahomes, takes down Burrow, en route to a Super Bowl. Whether he wins or loses, that's a historical playoff run.
and Herbert too.
And
Herbert.
going through Herbert, yeah. I think, if he does that, he's
Third
Easy.
best quarterback.
he's three. He's
Yeah,
three.
he
on
has
that.
to be.
In my mind, if he does that, he's three.
Yeah, when I told you all months ago I had the Jags winning the AFC, I was not lying.
Okay, well, but I mean,
was not joking
I also
at
just
all.
feel like I see there's more. Maybe not more, but I just this is a huge legacy game for Burrow too.
Yeah.
because this is like a chance for him to, like I said,
He's gonna finally have a game where he's
He'll-
not playing Mahomes.
well, but I mean, I'm not, the dude's 3-4 against Mahomes. Like, I don't but what I'm saying is
But
that
it's
he has
it's a dogfight every single time.
It is, but he's still 3 for 4 against him. So I'm more so saying he has
Yeah.
a chance to win the first Super Bowl in
Yeah.
Bengals history.
That's-
and with Mahomes not in the picture, he has a chance to chip away at that gap that's between
Yeah.
the two of them.
That's the end of my tangent. Give us your
right.
championship.
I got Jets, Bengals. I'm gonna have the Bengals.
You think I'm crazy
winning,
for
yeah.
saying it's more likely that Lawrence does it, don't you?
Hell yeah, I do. Are you?
I think Trevor Lawrence is really good, dude. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Fame guy. I
Rodgers
just think,
has more experience,
Yes, he also
a better team.
We'll see when the season starts.
We'll see about that one, but he does also.
As of right
I-
now, yeah, probably.
But my
He
thing
does
is,
also historically.
Sorry, Evan.
He historically has a hump in the playoffs that he can't get over.
That's
He's
also
done it
true.
one time.
Yeah, that's a fair criticism of him.
He won a Super Bowl.
Like 15 years ago.
Yeah, and that's the one time he's done it. Other than that, he's lost in the first or second round of the playoffs every
Not
time.
entirely his fault though.
I know, but I'm just saying. And even team wise, I mean, the Jags still could have a better team. Honestly, I mean, we'll see when the season comes.
Yeah, they're both pretty similar.
They're both great teams, but I mean, on paper, the Jets probably are better. Yes, but we'll see when the season comes around. Team wise, that's a closer one.
Was it necessary for you to take your shirt off and throw it though? You too.
Absolutely.
Oh, I fully agree. That was 100% necessary.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you did that.
Because
That's so fun.
I did
That is going to make an excellent short.
because I didn't the.
I'm just gonna have a rage compilation of this.
But the Jet, like when you explain it, and when I think about that game, I'm
You
like,
think about it critically.
okay. But
When you react
but
out
at
of
first,
emotion.
I'm thinking
So why is this so far fetched for the Jets?
because I think the Jags are better than the Jets.
You just said they weren't. You just said the Jets have a better team right now than the Jets.
On paper, if you look at their roster on paper, the Jets probably are better. But that doesn't mean anything. The Broncos on paper had a great team, and they suck balls.
All right, let's get on with that. We're at 25 minutes. We have a whole other freaking conference.
And
to go
individual
on.
awards, yeah.
We would be okay. Never mind. I'm shutting my mouth.
I have the Bengals winning. because I think
Wait, who do you have playing?
the
Jets.
Jets.
Is it in Paycor or
Yes,
not in Paycor?
it's in Paycor.
All
Yes.
of these have been in Paycor.
So I have the Bengals winning. I think this is their year. They've been in the AFC Championship back-to-back years, made it to the Super Bowl once. This team, I think, some of the guys are going to have to leave due to money things. So I think this is going to.
their time.
I think if there's any time to do it, this is the year, and I think that this is going to be the year.
Bengals, Jags. Obviously, everybody can tell by my reaction. I have the Bengals winning this game, but it is a all-time legacy game. Heck of a game. Comes down to the wire. Two great quarterbacks, two great teams battling it out. Ultimately, the Bengals have more experience in this position, and ultimately, I think the Bengals are the better team. And I think Burrow's the better quarterback. in this
Congrats on the Kansas City Chiefs for making it to another Super Bowl.
Making us look like absolute
Yeah,
morons.
Patrick Mahomes. I
I
promise.
promise that I love you.
Yeah, I promise you're still fantastic.
I promise that
I'm
you're still going to
sorry.
be the best quarterback of all time.
But Burrow's got.
This is just all the
This is Burrow's second
It's all
trip.
over the place.
Burrow's second trip to the Super Bowl in a 3-year span. 3 straight AFC championships. That's what I got.
So do you want to... Oh, yeah, we got to go to
We gotta go.
Gotta go to the NFC.
Let's make this quicker.
There's not a lot
It
to
will
talk.
be. There's
There's
not a lot
not.
to talk
This
about.
one's not as much talking.
No.
I got Lions, so 1 Niners, 2 Eagles, 3 Bears, 4 Falcons, 5 Lions, 6 Cowboys, and Vikings 7. I got Lions versus Falcons. I got the Lions beating the Falcons. Cowboys versus the Bears. I have the Cowboys winning. And then Vikings, Eagles. I have the Eagles winning. Setting up for a Lions, Eagles, Cowboys, Niners.
So my NFC lined up: Eagles 1, Niners 2, Vikings 3, Panthers 4, Cowboys 5, Lions 6, Packers 7. In the 4-5 game, I'm going to have Dallas beating Carolina. I don't think that game's going to be close. If that happens, it might be a repeat of last year. And then I've got an NFC North battle. I've got the Lions beating the Vikings because Kirk Cousins cannot do anything when it's important. And then Niners, Packers, it'll be a massacre. The Niners will win that game. So I also have Niners, Cowboys, Eagles, Lions.
Okay.
All right, I got the Niners
crap.
with the number 1, Eagles at 2, Vikings at 3, Saints at 4. I got the Cowboys at 5, Packers at 6, and Lions at 7. I have the 4-5 Saints, Cowboys winning it very easily. 3-6 Vikings and Packers. I have the Vikings winning that one, but it's going to be a little bit closer than people think.
Such a terrible game. What?
Yeah, it's going to be.
Such an awful wild
The
card
NFC
game.
playoffs
Yeah.
are just going to be bad.
I mean, it's horrible. And then we have Lions and the Eagles, and the Eagles are going to massacre them.
Sadly.
So what's your setup looking like?
So I got 49ers, Cowboys, Eagles, Vikings.
I like that setup better than mine because this is just not going to be good. See, I looked at my screen and I said, "Oh crap!" for a reason. So you're going to see
Saints
here.
make
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, the
I
Saints.
have my order here. I got the Eagles at 1.
Niners 2.
Yes, Niners are 2.
Saints.
Saints at 3.
No, I have the Vikings at 3, and then I have the Saints at 4.
There it is.
Bears at 5, Lions at 6, Cowboys at 7. So I've got the Saints at 4 playing the Bears here. Wow,
Terrible game.
that is a playoff football game. Wow.
Derek Carr going to win?
Derek Carr or Justin Fields?
I have Derek Carr. I have the Saints going to the divisional round.
Fair enough, I guess.
So
No one thought the Giants would this time last year, so I mean,
It's true. They had
Chris Olave and Derek Carr head into the second round.
The
So
NFC sucks.
we've got the Niners against the Cowboys for the 3rd consecutive year. Big shocker, the Niners are taking that one. And then we got the Vikings and the Lions. Vikings take it. Too bad for the Lions. So sad.
All right,
So
Joel.
what's your setup?
So I've got the Eagles versus the Saints, and then the Vikings versus the Niners.
All right, Joel.
So
Divisional.
I had Eagles, Lions. I'm taking the Lions. Eagles, I'm just kidding. I wanted to see if I could get a reaction out of you.
no, I just know you're lying.
Yeah,
He's
no, I
like-
was trying to.
Well, like I heard you say that, but then like I was looking at
Didn't fully
mine.
process in your head.
Yeah, like it like
Dan Campbell.
I
Dan
looked
solidifies
Campbell, Coach of
himself
the Year.
like I looked up at
Jared
you
Goff
and I
goes
was
back
like,
to the Super Bowl.
and by the time it registered, you were like, no, I'm just kidding.
So I got Eagles, Lions, Eagles winning.
Plus, he just gave you 2 all-time reactions.
Well, the Jets one was that like that.
I
Both
thought-
both of those were like,
I thought I was about ready to get a third one.
no. I mean,
A little too greedy.
well, if you gave me a second longer to process it, I wouldn't have yelled, but I'd have been like, dude,
What are you
what?
talking about?
Like,
49ers.
like you with
Cowboys.
Lucas.
What?
49ers Cowboys. I got the 49ers setting up a rematch for the NFC Championship last year. Niners versus the Eagles.
What?
Yeah, I have the exact same setup. There's not a whole lot to talk about. There's 2 very clear teams that are better than all the rest, and that's the Niners and the Eagles.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll go to
There's
NFC.
Niners and the Eagles.
I got the Eagles versus the Vikings. I have the Eagles winning that one pretty handily. Then I have the Cowboys and the 49ers, and I have the 49ers winning that one pretty
I
handily.
have
Again.
I have the
Yep.
Eagles beating the
I mean-
Lions and the Niners beating the Cowboys.
For the foreseeable future, those are going to be both the teams in the AFC Championship.
like,
unless
as-
something drastically changes.
Unless some team comes out of nowhere.
As boring as it is, I don't see that changing this year.
No, they're by far the best
2
teams.
best teams. in the conference.
So I've got Eagles versus Saints. This is a nail biter, but the Eagles win.
What's the score prediction on that one?
37 to 3.
52 to 20.
Oh, they're getting 20 on them.
You're being that generous.
I thought you were
You're
saying
being that generous. huh?
51 to 3 or something like that. Just
It's an absolute
all-time
massacre.
playoff blowout.
Time playoff blowout.
And then I got the
Jalen
Vikings.
Carter's like 5 sacks.
I got the Vikings and the Niners, and I do think this could be a respectable football game. Like I could see this being within 20 points.
That's 3-score games respectable.
I mean, I think the Eagles are going to win by like 30. So I
I think
mean,
we're all tired.
no, okay. Realistically,
We still got award predictions.
realistically though,
You don't like that.
I have the Niners over the Vikings by
14.
yeah, it's like
Couple
two,
scores.
probably a comfortable like 2-score game, but not quite as comfortable as the Eagles. So I got Eagles, Niners, and NFC Championship.
Okay.
We all have Niners
NFC
Eagles.
Championship.
I don't
Everybody's
think this-
Niners, Eagles.
This is where it might differ. But
I got 49ers, Eagles, and with a healthy quarterback at the helm, I'm taking the 49ers.
Words right out of my mouth.
so you got Niners.
Niners revenge game at Lincoln Financial Field. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, yours is at
Yeah, it's
Philly.
at Philly.
Mine was in San Fran.
Mine's at Philly. Bit of a revenge game. They have a healthy quarterback. Every single Niners player is going to remember how their season ended last year. including
What-
Deebo
what a
Samuel,
massacre
who won't
that
shut
was.
up about it. But yeah, I think the Niners will go into Philadelphia and beat them.
They'll all remember what a massacre that was last year.
I have Niners and Eagles. Big shocker. But I have the Eagles winning this one.
I knew someone would take the Eagles.
I think Jalen Hurts is just
Really good at football.
that, and I just think compared to
Hashtag good at football.
Brock
Niners
Purdy
throw out.
or Trey Lance, he's just
Or Sam Darnold.
leaps and
Hashtag
bounds.
good
I
at
forgot about
football.
Sam Darnold. He's leaps and bounds better than him. We saw his Super Bowl performance. He looked like the best player on that field with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce in there.
That's so real though. Like Jalen Hurts was the best player on the field.
He was crazy.
Like, I mean,
he
yeah,
had
so
that
real.
one fluke fumble that ended up losing them the game.
Like I
Other
mean,
than that, he
like
was
I mean, yeah,
perfect.
Patrick Mahomes is the best player to ever step foot on the earth, whatever. But Jalen Hurts was the best player on that.
He
field.
was. He definitely was.
He outplayed. He played really
He
well.
played the
He played
best.
really.
He was the best player out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And
No
so
offense
I
to
think
Patrick
he's.
Mahomes.
I
do
think
love
he's going to continue that, and I think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl.
All right, respectable. I got.
I know. I got to be a little different.
You do have to.
Hashtag be different.
You do have to be different.
That's our unofficial slogan.
And
Obviously, from these predictions.
This is as far different as we have been ever.
dude, this has been a while. I mean, the things that came out of my mouth, I never
You
thought
were
I'd ever
really,
say.
you were really poking the bear. I'm telling you that right now.
But so I got the Eagles and the Niners in the NFC Championship. Last season, this should have been a great game, and I had confidence that the Niners were going to win. But then they put Christian McCaffrey at quarterback, and that just didn't.
Well, that was their best option.
I
That
know,
was
I
all
know,
they had.
yeah. But this year's gonna be a different story. Healthy Niners, they're furious.
Chomping at the bit.
They're going to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles and advance to the Super Bowl.
All right, Joel. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is the Jets versus the Niners.
You're going to take the Jets. You might as well take the Jets.
I'm going 49ers.
Yeah, well, that's probably a more realistic pick.
Lame.
Lame.
I thought about riding the train, but I'm going 49ers.
You should have rode the train at this
If
point.
that happened, I'd pick the Jets, to be full on honest with you.
If they go through the Chiefs and the Bengals, I'm taking the
What? Screw
Jets.
it. Give me the Jets.
There you go. You might as well.
Jets, Jets.
You might as well build up
Aaron
there.
Rodgers is my MVP.
They're pretty
Is the
similar.
MVP.
Aaron Rodgers is significantly better than whoever the Niners drawn out.
I don't
so
think
it's like,
Jets fans ever thought that
they would be saying
they
this.
would be in Super Bowl contention.
Jets, Jets. Let's go Jets.
My Super Bowl is Niners-Jags. And while I've been trashing on the NFC this entire time, the most well-rounded team in football does belong in that conference, and that's going to be the San Francisco 49ers. When I say Bengals-esque run, it's to a T. They go to the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, they come this close, but unfortunately they fall.
It comes down to the very final play of the game.
I don't know if this game will be close if it happens, but
What?
I'm going to...
I would agree.
I would agree with
I
that.
think the Niners would win comfortably
It'd be
if
a
this is how it
two-score
played
game.
out. Yeah.
I'm calling mine.
It
Mine's
might
like
be
a
less than
three.
two-score.
Mine's like a touchdown to a 3-point game.
Yeah.
I would say somewhere between 10.
I think if the Niners play the Jags, the Jags
Still 2 scores.
aren't quite Super Bowl winners yet.
Yeah.
Give them a couple of years, and they will be good enough to get over that hump. But I think San Francisco's been waiting for a year where they have decent quarterback play, and I
Yeah.
think this is it. I think this is finally the time where they get that Super Bowl that team frankly deserves.
Okay.
All right, I have Bengals and the Eagles. This is going to be a good matchup.
Will be.
But I'm going to go with Mr. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I have the Eagles winning. Just kidding. Joe Shiesty, baby.
Dude, what?
Joe Burrow's taking it home to the great town of Cincinnati. And yeah, the Bengals are going to finally win their first Super Bowl. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a really good game. But I got the Bengals.
It's time to say who day.
Is it time to say who day?
It's time to say who day.
You have what? Bengals, Niners?
I got-
Cincinnati.
Yes, Bengals, Niners.
I got the Bengals and the Niners. Third time's a charm. Heck of a game. Joe Burrow is not going to lose the Super Bowl the next time he goes back. The Bengals are bringing it home. Bringing the Lombardi back to its
Who
rightful
day,
place
baby?
in the jungle.
Is it time to say
It's
who day?
time to say who day.
It's time to say
It's
who day.
time to say who day. The Niners just got who day.
The Niners did just get royally who day.
Close games.
So
Close but no cigar.
So we got the two Cincinnati Bengals, 49ers.
And
And the
Jets.
Jets.
Well, this was some video.
You got like 7 TikToks out of this.
If you
one.
guys made it this far, we hope you enjoyed. It was very entertaining, very all over the place. But yeah, those are our NFL 2023 playoff predictions.
Slap a like and a follow.
Yes,
We deserve it after
if you
this.
haven't,
You want more of this throughout football season? Follow
Yeah.
us on
if you haven't,
everything.
if you haven't
Oh, yeah,
subscribed
man.
or liked this video while watching it, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, hopefully you
You're
guys
just not
enjoyed.
a real one if you don't.
Is this
after
going to be the
this.
last in-person podcast before y'all go back to school?
This very well could
It might be.
We'll hit a couple over Thanksgiving break and whatnot though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like until
I mean, I'll be home quite often. But
Yeah,
you're a
I
little
think,
bit further
I
out.
think
So
this might be because I mean, yeah.
yeah,
so.
I think so.
Well,
what a way to close it out for the summer.
yeah, that's good. But yeah, during the NFL season, we're gonna try to do. We're gonna keep with what we're doing at least one a week. But now the NFL season is gonna be kicking a full circle. We got more stuff to talk about. I got some ideas that we're gonna do. So stay tuned for that. NFL season is right around the corner. It's the best time of the year. We're all excited. Yeah. Have a good rest of your day, and thanks for watching.